Hey, what's going on, social media family? I have a very strong prophetic dream that I want to share with you. You can look at this dream in a few ways. One, it can be a warning dream. Two, it can be encouragement because I want you to know that you can and will break free from all of Jezebel's authority. That's why this video is called Jezebel's Authority Revoked. Okay? So let's get into this very vivid and detailed dream. Now, like always, in the comments below, feel free to write any interpretation you may have of this dream. I am going to tell you every single detail that I remember. When the dream started, we were unloading a plane. I travel a lot for ministry, business, and vacations. And so I'm on planes a lot. So we were exiting a plane, and in this dream I was by myself, and the stewardess, they were giving everybody a electronic device. It was a really cool device, and they said it's programmed for every place that you're going to go, and it will help you get to the baggage claim or your next flight. And when you find where you're going, give it to the nearest worker, and then they will assist you from there. And I said, okay. So I got my device, and I was walking. It was telling me, the different restaurants that were nearby, the coffee shops that were nearby, where my next flight was going to be, and it pointed me in all the directions. So when I came into the main terminal, I'd already had everything that I needed to know, all my directions. And so the first person I saw that worked for the airlines, she was standing behind a counter, and I turned around and I said, "Ma'am, I want to turn my device in." And so this lady didn't look at me. She just reached out her hand to grab it. And right before she grabbed it, she started to turn to look at me. But I noticed, here's a key point, when she extended her hand, her ring finger was only about this long, and it just had a nail on it. Okay? Her finger was only about this long, and it was just the fingernail on it. There was no finger there. Okay? And then as she started to look at me, I could see that her face was demonic. And I stepped back. I kept the device in my hand, which is very important. And I said, "No, thank you. I do not need your assistance." And I turned around and I continued to go in the terminal. That's the dream. All right. The thought is that the device I was given was the Holy Spirit guiding and leading. And in life, everybody's looking for a spiritual mother, father, a mentor, an apostle, prophet, pastor. They're looking for somebody to help guide them along the way. Okay? So when I came to the lady that worked there, I knew my direction, but I was going to, ask like I was told to. I was going to ask for assistance. When she looked at me, and here is, I think, the key part of this whole dream. When she extended her hand, her ring finger did not exist. It just had like a little nail on it. A fingernail, okay? This is the finger that represents covenant, okay? So many people are looking so desperately for a leader that they would even ask somebody who may not have their best interest. They don't want to make a covenant. And as soon as I saw that the covenant finger was not there, I stepped away and kept my device and walked away. I think it's pretty simple that lady represented the spirit of Jezebel, and I revoked any authority she would have had to give me direction. I just left with my device, and I knew I was fine. I think one thing that this dream means is to let people know, if you do not have a spiritual mother, father, an apostle, prophet, pastor who loves you and cares for you, you're okay. You have the Holy Spirit. In this next season, you'll possibly find that person. But until you find the person that your spirit man has peace and confidence in, you do not need to give them any control over your life. Okay? And also, one thing I know that this dream means is when you get around people in authority. This lady was standing behind a desk at in the airport at a terminal space. She had authority. If there's red flags, understand that you don't need any part of it. And I'm big on covenant. I'm big on family. And it's so funny, but my apostle, Ken Malone, when I called him, started talking to him about, being our apostle, he said, Joe, let's just date a while before we get into covenant. And I said, okay, apostle. So we had a few phone calls, and I flew to Orlando to a meeting that he was having with Apostle Dutch, and it's really built our relationship. A lot of people try to go straight into relationship with people that will have authority over their life that they really don't even know. And so I think that this dream was warning people. But then here's another thing. When I walked away from that person and I went into the terminal, I was fine. I mean, I was excited. I was probably looking for a coffee shop and something to eat. And I walked away happy and fine. And like, man, I ain't gonna mess with you, girl. And I'm gonna go on about my way. I was good. So I want you to know you're gonna be okay. If you haven't found the next person to help you, you're going to be okay. It is better not to have that person in your life than to have the wrong person. But I want you to know Jezebel's authority is revoked over your life. Okay, and I do believe that this is a season that you are going to, have the right people in your life to help you. And understand, people that help you, they come into your life for a reason, some for a season and some for a lifetime. Okay? So hope this video really helped you and encouraged you today, and hope y'all have a blessed day. Love y'all.